Hello everybody, welcome back to the Grantham Town Save here in Football Manager 23 with me, cwattyeso. It is, unfortunately, a rainy day in real life, which means I've not got to watch the mighty Grantham Town playing Harrowby United today because Harrowby's pitch got waterlogged. So, instead I'm here recording some content for Football Manager Save, which I know I've missed a couple of uploads on in the last week, but that's because things have been very hectic in real life, which I'll get into during the course of the video. But today, we're in the pre-season. We have got friendlies against Kidderminster, Lincoln, and Newport County. So, let's get into it straight away. Right then, folks. What have we got to tell you so far in the season? We're currently going through the process of trials. The trial players that got released by the Premier League clubs. The youth players that got released by Premier League clubs at the end of the last season. So we've got a few players in on trial. I've offered a couple of contracts to some of them. This fella here I would like to have signed, but the talks broke down. His agent was being a little bit demanding and things did not go well. We have got a goalkeeper in on loan as well to improve our goalkeeping situation. We've got this fella here, David Jones from Manchester United. I was pursuing Caleb Hansen of Norwich, who you may remember was our goalie a couple of seasons ago. And after a lot of discussions and back and forths with Norwich over the terms of the loan, how much wages they wanted, how much they wanted per month, what positions he could play in, and all that business when you're trying to do a loan deal. Eventually, after, what felt like weeks of negotiation, but was probably only a few days, Norwich then turned around and said, you know what, we don't actually want to loan the player again. So back to the drawing board I went, and we got David Jones instead from Man United as our goalkeeper this year. I did sign a couple of goalies, or a goalie. Got Brendan Austin down here, and we've got Jacob Knightbridge, who you may remember was a guy at West Ham United who we were having a bit of a look at as well previously. We've got him in as well. So we'll have a bit of a look and play with him. And we've got Brendan, obviously, who's signed a good deal for a few years. And that's basically where we're kind of at the minute. We're just doing the trials. We have, however, got a very unhappy player in Kai Davis. He wants to join Tottenham Hotspurs, apparently. And he has to leave. I then set his asking price really high because loads of clubs have been coming in and bidding for him. And yeah, basically he's causing me a bit of a headache at the minute. I don't want to sell him because obviously he's a really good player, but if he's going to destabilise the dressing room, we might have to get rid of him. Same with Malik Wilkes here. He wants to start more games. We might have to start playing him a little bit more regularly. But that's enough waffling. We spent nearly 4 minutes of the video waffling. Let's go play some football. Let's go play some football. Right. Where is our man? Malik Wilkes is there. You can come on, actually, for Josh Adam. Charlie Savage, you will notice, has gone. He's left the club. We've had a few transfers out, actually, in the summer. We've given Barker a new contract. In fact, most of our players have been given new contracts because a few of them were kicking off a little bit about wanting moves to other clubs. But not in the way that Kai Davis has kicked off about it. Most of the other players, when the offers came in for them and I rejected them, they turned round and said, that's fine, you know, I'm happy to stay at the club. However, is there any chance I could have a slightly better deal, better contract, a bit more money now that I've established myself in the team? And, you know, that sort of thing. And I didn't mind it. You know, we've got the wage budget now. We're in League Two. And I needed to get some of the players onto full-time contracts anyway, so they can do full-time training. So, yeah, I was quite happy to renew several players' contracts. It also gave me a chance to slip a few more release clauses in, which means that if clubs do come sniffing for them, they're going to have to pay us a lot of money to take them away. But yeah, I've not really gone into the transfer market to buy players, because one of the rules coming up for League Two is we have to name a 22-man squad, and we can only use the players in that 22-man squad. So it's pointless me signing a whole load of players when I can't effectively register and play all of them. So this year I've got to try and keep the squad numbers down a bit. And I know in real life, the Grantham Town manager would love to say, oh, I wish I could have 22 players. I wish my biggest headache was having 22 players to look after. But we're moving in the right directions, folks. We have signed players. We have got some signings done. And it's looking pretty good. I actually noticed in the latest there's a database file you can download for Football Manager 23 on a certain website that does a lot of downloads for the game, and they do where I get most of my like face packs and logos and kits and stuff from, all that sort of graphic stuff. They do database updates as well, and they do one that's like constantly being updated all the time. And I actually downloaded it today, and I'm going to have a look at it at some point today as well. I'm going to load up a new game and just load this database update and have a bit of a look at it. Because apparently it's got the new Grantham Town players, the ones that are signed, already in it. So someone's already updated the Grantham team with the players that we've got, contracted properly. So that save, you start with probably 9 players. But I'm hoping some of the other players that were on the team sheet from Tuesday night's game against Stamford, some of them players will hopefully be in the database. They might not be currently at Grantham, they might be just floating around somewhere in the database, but hopefully they're there and you could move them to Grantham Town and actually form a squad of the current players, or the players we've got so far, and you could start a brand new season Football Manager today with the current Grantham team. I need to check whether that database update works with the league league update, the one that adds the playable non-leagues, so you can play as Grantham Town like I'm doing now. Because some databases aren't compatible, some database files do not work with others, so I need to have a bit of a look at that before I go recommending it and maybe doing a little video showing people how to install that and set that up. Or what I might do, even easier than that, is I could set up a game using the database if I get it, and then I could just link to load the save up to a point where you're adding the manager and creating your manager, and at that point do the save, and then I can share that save file so everybody can jump in. Databases and leagues are already loaded. You can just go in and pick Grantham, create your manager, pick Grantham, start playing. That's something I could probably do.
Flashes it across. Saved it. Left it away.
Because I can always share the save file via my Google Drive link or whatever. Put a link in the video description if it all sets up and works. But yeah, playing some nice friendlies.
Clever looking ball. Firmly in control.
Barker's through on goal.
Nothing comes of it.
Oh, good block there by the defender. Barker took it round the keeper, but the defender stayed with him.
Here's the delivery.
At the moment, one thing that has changed in my tactics that I've been using is right now I have not defined or set up any set piece takers. Looks like Sam Campbell's injured. Right, we're not going to risk that. We are going to bring on Daniel Woggle. We can make some other changes later in the half. Yeah. No point risking a player in a pre-season friendly.
Oh, just over.
Not worth risking getting a serious injury, put it that way. Right, let's make some other changes. Amadou for Dario. Kai Davis for Barker. Swapping players at half time is always nice. Have we got a right back? We have. We have got Alex Smith. Right, Benny Cabango for Will Fish. Won't destabilise the team too much. But yeah, there's a few player changes.
Drives it in.
We've got some nice players.
Great
Like I say, not making massive squad changes this season. Definitely not making massive squad changes. And see where we're at. And there's Davies.
That was beautiful. Something close to
It's such a shame that he's throwing his toys out the pram at the minute for me.
Face with the keeper.
Because he's such a good striker. We can't afford to lose him. And certainly not for just the like 75 grand that Spurs were offering. You know, ridiculous.
And he heaves it forward as it comes. Bright approach, isn't it?
Like staff to Fiorini, Cabango, to Brian, to Fiorini, Davis, back to Brian. Daniel Ogwaru. Yes.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Now then.
Don't know if I've offered him a contract or not yet. I can't be sure.
Away from goal. Opening up play here. Gets it upfield. Well read. Timely intervention. Heading backwards into the right position.
68 minutes. Time for some more subs. Nick Bow for Fiorini. Alpha Webster. Max Corrie for Wagstaff. Where's my new goalkeeper? I've not picked him. Duh. That'll be why. No, don't want Teden Mengi. Where's Denver? Denver Hume. The Joe Bryan. Malik Wilkes. Josh Adam. I could bring on Ahmad, but I don't want to. Give Ahmad a bit of a rest. Right then, through we go. Into the great beyond again.
Made the header simple.
Yellow nods one down. Davis puts it away comfortably. But he's disallowed for offside.
That was created because of good, lively movement.
Keeper knocks it away, and the chase is on. Good level of alertness. Decent looking ball. Floats one over. Great play. Had to save it pretty much straight at him. Looking to link up. Oh,
ooh, close for Diallo there. Malik Wilkes, man of the match. Excellent work there, Malik. Can I have a chat with... You know, this is probably going to... Just trying to rebuild bridges with Davis, I am. Just trying to rebuild those bridges. Pulled knee ligaments out for 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, if we look at transfers then, in history, those are the only 2 players in so far, and 2 players out. Let's say Charlie Savage went to Hibernian for 2 million. Bit of a shame, because he was a good player for us last season. And one of the reasons why I'm trying to not allow players to pressure me into selling them, and why I'm putting my foot down at times. Right, we'll move forward to the Lincoln game, and then anything that happens in between, I'll give you an update on. Okay, ladies and gents, Lincoln match. No real developments. A couple of players have signed some contracts. The temporary contracts, the trialists. There's a couple that I'm not offering contracts to. But we'll see how we go. Obviously, Sam Campbell injured for this one. New goalie is in though. So let's see how we go. I need to go through as well. Once we've got the squad sorted out, I need to go through and pick all my captains, vice captains, emergency captains, as well as do all my who's taking corners, who's taking free kicks, who's taking penalties, etc. Because I've not set any of that up yet for this season. I wanted to make sure I'd got my squad sorted. We've just had to name out 22-man league squad, which I've done. And I've also had to just do the shirt numbers for the players. So that is also done. Not really changed any player numbers really, apart from I've made Kai Davies number 9 and Sam Campbell number 10. So Campbell inherits the shirt number from Greg Smith. And Kai Davies gets the shirt number that was previously worn by...
looking for an outlet.
Be sure.
Plenty of space here.
Amad Diallo I've moved to number 11.
What can they do now? Clip it forward.
And yeah,
Plough forwards.
just basically kept them. Most of the shirt numbers are the same. It's the first time we've actually had to correctly register shirt numbers. We've not normally had to do that.
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Unfortunately as well, the little lad playing on the right wing for me, Kluverth Aguilar, he failed a work permit application. We can't get a work permit for him, so he will not be joining us, sadly.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
So that's one less right back we're going to have available this season.
Decent looking ball.
Oh, that was close.
In comes the delivery. Keen to get going here. And it's played forward. Just wouldn't be beaten there. Comes in hard.
There should have been a penalty there, ref. Come on.
Smashing piece of defending from him. What can they make of it? And he just whacks it away. He's having to work to keep the ball here, and that could so easily have gone in. Played into space.
There's something I might do this season with my tactic as well.
To make things happen. Pressing is high and relentless. Good play. Couldn't do a whole lot with it there.
Now we're going up
Decent looking
to
ball.
some real competition.
Never pass.
You know.
Just needs support to arrive. Great play. He's got himself an absolute peach.
Right. Let's have a bit of an experiment today then, lads. With done. Basically try and close up in defence a bit so teams can't just pass the way through me. You know, because teams now are going to be a lot better at moving the ball around.
Now they look to press on. Out it comes. A pure contact.
So we need to make sure we get our defenders back.
Looking to find the extra gear here.
And also our forwards and midfield back to support them. And just make it a little bit hard for the opposition to find space in our half of the pitch when we don't have the ball.
Clever pass. Good position here. They are rampant.
Just make it much harder for the opposition just to pass the ball through us. I mean, obviously against top teams, they'll still get through. But if we can limit the free space, they won't just carve through us in a couple of seconds.
Right in the thick of the action. Just well to read it and intercepts.
You missed that one.
Against
Oh,
the crossbar.
that was a close call, that. I mean, we're having more of the possession at the moment.
Better in possession. And looking good. Just plotting a route round their opponents. Goes long. Right in the thick of the action.
Ooh.
Back and on the ball again. Takes the long option. He's picked him out. Takes control of it. Oh, good stop.
Close there. Shame Ahmad hit it straight at the keeper. But, good game of football so far. We are ahead on the XG. But it's not winning as the match. Obviously, players are a little bit tired because this game's coming quite quickly to just 2 days after the Kidderminster friendly.
Powering forward here. There is still work to be done. Oh my word!
There's Barker with a tap in.
That is fantastic!
They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
There is still work to be done. And how good was that? Work in progress. He's looking to make things happen. Long pass. A pure contact.
Okay. Played about an hour.
To build on that. Pretty ominous situation.
And start thinking about subs. Right. Jazz Skillen, you can come on. Bango for Mengi. Will Fish for Wagstaff. Let's go Max Corrie for Clarkson. Is Joe Bryan in the list? He is. Joe Bryan can come on. That's the entire back four changed. I'm just wondering, what other roles can he play? Play trequartista. And that is what? Okay. Gives me an idea then. Bring Kai Davis on for him. And drop him onto trequartista. Let him just roam around a bit. Amadou. Morgan Rogers. And you can come on. We have got another striker if we want to take Barker off. So that's going to just massively cause a huge upheaval to the team, changing 10 players.
Now they look to press on.
Barker.
It's a fabulous position.
Barker's got his hat-trick. We could take Barker off now.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
To run onto it. It's the right approach, isn't it?
So we want Ronnie for Barker. And that saves Barker then. Bit of fitness for the new season.
Coming in at the back stick. Against the crossbar. Crisp and sharp. Retain possession with a long pass to chase it now. Efficiently done. Well weighted. Now what follows?
Big oof out to Rogers.
Great play. Oh, great keeping.
Loopy ball.
Good win of the ball. Squeeze that one through. What a great pass.
Ooh. Is it offside? Yes.
Now then. Whipped in. Plenty of time to recover. Well read. Swept in. And into a position of real strength.
Rogers. Boring. Yellow.
Plenty of time to recover.
Full time. Home victory over Lincoln City. In a friendly. But good result, 3-1. I'll take that. Reef Booty. Nice name. Right, I think what we'll do, okay, is I'll play the last two friendlies off camera. The Newport County game and the Southend game. And then, next video, we'll come in ready to start the new season, ladies and gents. Mason Lee's joined Chesterfield. Interesting. Just saw that. Former Grantham player last season. Yeah, and we'll see how things go. One of the things I want to keep my eye on is that we've got staff now. We've got a recruitment analyst I recruited this summer. Okay. Who looks pretty decent in actual fairness. Looks pretty decent. He was at Leicester City and then left. And then we've also got this fella, Scottish lad. Looks pretty decent as well. So I'm hoping to see how my recruitment works. Why do they keep adding these individual ones back in? Because I don't need those. Stop adding them in. And then they're gonna do that to me. So we're doing Championship, doing UK and Ireland, we're doing all, which is a temporary standard one. We're going to move that. Do I need that if I'm doing UK and Ireland too? Okay. So a scouting UK and Ireland. That should be good. So hopefully we find some players. Like I say, Championship, Got 7 in progress. We're not scout. Oh, we've got 27 in League 1. 11 in League 2. UK and Ireland. We've got 14 near matches for my 2-star playing, current ability, 4-star potential. So hopefully find a few of these, get a few players, start to be a little bit more specific on who my scouts recommend to me going forward. Because obviously we'd rather have players at this end of the spectrum than players at this end of the spectrum. So there we have it, ladies and gents. That's the end of today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I will be back again in a few days' time with the next episode in the series. But for now, thank you for your support as always. I've been cwattye. This has been Grantham Town. Up the Gingerbreads. Let's go.